You are listening to Maximum Pew Pew, an actual play RPG podcast. Maximum Pew Pew follows continuous storylines and are meant to be enjoyed from the beginning. This episode follows the Dead Sons storyline and may contain spoilers for the Dead Sons adventure path published by Paizo Incorporated. The following segments may contain mature themes and adult language. In this episode, the party must disembark a derelict ship before its self-destruct sequence completes. Well, after you extract this data, you hear a voice through the speakers that match the man's voice from the recorded message. You got what you're looking for. Now get out before it's too late. After that, the ship's alarms start blaring and the light level is lowered to dim red light. A few seconds later, a calm female voice announces, "Self-destruct sequence initiated."
Okay, now we should get out of here.
Yeah, now we run.
Run.
Mother!
Sweet
Turn
mother!
the cooling units back on, Mother!
Sweet Feather,
Okay.
I hope you've got the engines hot.
Goldeneye.
I noticed some, the airlock closed automatically. I imagine there's some, issues over there.
That was the self-destruct we need to go like 2 seconds ago.
Oh, well,
We turned on the please leave button.
hustle it up. Soon after you start making your way back to the ship, put yourselves in that corridor. Either side won't matter.
Yeah.
Further toward the bridge. This is the door from that elevator that was kind of like sort of welded and barricaded shut blasts about 15 feet across the hall.
Impressive.
And a creature appears.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
Yep, it's happening. Roll initiative.
Woo!
Woo! Oh boy.
Ouch.
I'll take it, I suppose.
Okay. So who's on the good side of 19? Okay, so Cyna, what you got?
Just a second.
Okay.
I have exactly 19.
Cool.
I had a 22.
22, Cyna. What you got?
19.
You on the bad side of 19?
Oh, I guess so. I'm on 19. I only rolled a 6.
Zenka, are you below 19?
Yes.
Okay. I'm not even going to ask modifiers because I like the rule where the monster goes first if you tie.
Okay.
That's because the only way you're going to beat me.
I mean, it did have +4.
What's your initiative modifier? 37.
Come on. I'm not a Pathfinder Inquisitor here. Or a freaking divination
This
specialist.
is the part where the GM freaks out and be like, "Oh, you ruined my game for going first."
No, oh God, that post. Jesus Christ!
I couldn't tell the story I wanted to because I didn't go first. Your story sucks. Yeah.
If your story can be ruined by the players going first, you've messed up at some point during your design.
Then you're relying way too
Go
heavily
back.
on combat to tell your story.
Go back, fix it.
Okay. So out comes this creature that honestly I really picked the wrong mini for. If anything, I should have picked like the big, the flood.
Just describe what it looks like, because
The flood from Halo. That's like the big bulgy one that wants to like explode and send spores everywhere.
I love it.
Okay.
I don't love it.
But it's
Save
probably not
versus
going.
trauma.
Yeah, but it's probably not going to explode very easily. So just keep that in mind.
This game doesn't have guts checks.
So this creature comes out. It's got a mouth. It's got claws.
It sure do.
It's large, and apparently it's got 15-foot reach with the bite.
It's large and
God.
large.
Yeah.
Excuse you?
I don't know how, but
I mean, bullshit is the answer to that question.
That's some HR.
The author's name is Miko Kallio. Bring it up with them.
Well, is this a monster out of the book or a custom one?
Oh, it's a custom one.
You know what it is it's like one of those H.R. Geiger aliens where the mouth opens and another mouth comes out.
And then another mouth comes out of that.
And another one comes out.
It's just like the stacking dolls.
Of H.R. Geiger.
Anyway, Maia, this monstrosity has burst out of the elevator and is blocking your path to the back of the ship. What would you like to do?
I would like to not die on this ship. So
good plan.
Is Dimension Door a spell in this game?
Going to click that haste module back in. The familiar feeling of being sped up forcibly. I imagine that's like not good on the human psyche, but so I'm going to spend my move action to scan it, of course, and then I'm going to full round attack it. So here we go. -4s for full round? Or
Yeah.
Okay, right. So that's a crit.
Oh snap! Yeah.
That's a good way to start the fight.
All right,
we'll take it.
Let's. This is the dangerous orphan because that was the only way. That's my main gun. Normal rounds.
Dangerous orphan.
So just to give you, it's going to be you're right, kinetic damage. And this is my damage plus my weapon spec stuff.
Yeah.
And then it again.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. Right. Okay. So 7 and weapon spec is full level because it's a long arm. Right. So that's 14 for that first part of the damage, and then another 16. So 30 damage just on the first attack. And since it's a 4 round, here we go again. Okay. So this one might matter. So -4. That'll bring that down to a 5. 5 plus 11, so 16 KC.
That will not hit.
Right. Okay.
So I always learned that you need to make your first shot the best. Like if you ever get in a shootout, it's the first one that really matters. Like it can go downhill from there, but if you hit with the first one, usually that's all you need. And Maia kind of proved that. The big thing came out. Dangerous Orphan comes up.
It's just
gets a shot in whatever counts for a head on this thing.
We're leaving.
And does quite a bit of damage. Now, this thing is going to approach you all. And I imagine you're kind of like in a 2x2 sort of formation.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Generally, who's up front in this formation? Is
me.
It's either
Ion
me
and Maia?
or if it's 2x2, it'd be me and Ion for sure.
So I'm going to say that Maia will probably be the victim.
Probably not very happy about the sudden intake of damage.
DPS pulls aggro.
This is
before the tank has
it. Didn't wait for the tank to get the Sunder stacks.
Yeah. So
10th level is when I'm going to pick up Dimension Door.
Leave.
So this creature
gone. Goodbye.
Is going to attempt to bite Maia.
I'm outside the starship. Thanks.
That is a 36 kinetic.
Yeah, that.
Wait, Dimension Door has a will save. What?
Because you can cast it on someone non-willing.
Come with me.
That is 32 piercing damage.
Take it outside and then go back in without it.
You got it.
And then...
it takes 1d6 electric damage.
Okay, I will get to that. And what's your KAC?
26.
Oh my god. You were grabbed.
That's unfortunate. So I took how much piercing?
It was 32. And how much electricity did it take?
1d6. So 3 electricity damage.
3 electricity.
Okay, that's painful. How does the MK1 electric thing work when you're grabbed? Is it going to just be 1d6 electric every round?
Anytime that it does damage to you.
It kind of recoils.
So if it it grabbing you isn't when it does it. It's kind of like.
But on its next round, it's part of his grab maneuver.
If it bites you, it's like that's what would trigger it, right?
Okay.
So it kind of grabs you and reels you in as a result of that. Seeing it's your turn, Maia is getting hugs.
All right, trick attack for 32.
32 sufficient.
I love not having to roll that anymore. All right. Oh, God. 18 flat-footed energy.
Now, when creatures are grabbing, do they take the penalties now? Like, how's...
everyone's in a grapple still.
Yeah, this is the first time I've actually seen a grapple happen.
Well, that's fair.
276. For listeners at home that are rules lawyering this game.
It's time for a book race.
Grappled. You are restrained by a creature, effect, or trap. You can't move. You take -2 penalty to your armor class, attack rolls, reflex saving throws, initiative checks, and dex mods. And ability checks except those made to grapple your opponent in turn or escape. So I don't think it has the grappled condition. You know, why not? You hit. Because it is... certainly doesn't have the same dexterity if it's holding on to one Maia. So you hit.
It actually doesn't look like the attacker gets the grappled condition anymore.
Well,
seems like a lot of new RPGs
you still
dumped it because 5e does the same thing.
Okay.
Right.
Then, all right, let's have some damage.
We might need the layout of who is where.
I'm saying that Maia and Ion are in the front rank.
This might become important.
And you and Cyna are in the back rank.
No, but the exact positioning of everything might become important. Because I got
you're within touch of
spells.
everybody.
23 damage.
23.
I'm not worried about not being able to hit somebody.
Sonic.
Well, I guess to be fair, I am worried about not being able to hit somebody.
Ion.
About
turn.
them.
All right, so this thing is directly in front of me?
Yes. It got close enough to do its bite, but now that it's grabbing, it's not within a threatened area, so you can open fire.
Well, then he's just going to have to sit down and eat 2 of these breaching rounds.
I mean, his mouth's occupied, but you can certainly give it an alternative.
Alternative mouth orifice.
Yeah, I mean, come at me, bro. Like,
I think the intent is to give him a new orifice.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like, come at me, bro. I mean, I'm going to shoot him twice with a really big gun.
Okay. Let's make it happen, Captain.
Nice.
Does a 24 hit?
Kinetic?
Yeah.
Yes.
Then both of those are going to hit.
Nice. Mm-hmm. It's like a crit, but easier.
Well, he doesn't get knocked down.
Well.
Boom!
Sacrifices.
It's going to be... The one shot's going to do 21.
Okay.
And the other shot is going to do 20.
So 41 total?
Yep.
Oh. Double tap.
Yep. With my gun that literally looks like it shoots rebar at people.
I was about to say, I think Ion just shot like 2 rolls of quarters through this thing.
Get off my friend! Bam!
$10.
Yeah.
Zenka,
Coin star.
It's take this to the bank.
Yeah.
Okay. I think I would like to use a 3rd level spell to try to make this not a thing.
Okay.
So the thing is I need to worry about a line.
Munitions business.
Okay.
So the preferable course of action here is I'm trying to set up a line between me, from me through it without hitting anybody.
That is going to be impossible given the corridor.
Okay, so who...
Just shoot over me.
No, you're not the problem. You're adjacent.
Right. Yeah, so...
You're not in the path of the line unless you
want
to.
Who's got a good reflex save?
I do, but I'm grappled. So I don't know how that works.
You'll be taking a -2 to...
Okay.
It's good enough. I don't care.
Okay,
I also don't care about your damage.
Make a reflex save. You're looking for a 19.
So I take -2, right?
I got it. I got a 26.
Okay, fantastic.
Looking
Let me go
for
ahead and roll
18,
some
you said?
damage.
I failed.
No, you don't have to worry about it. I got it. Oh, no, because you're grappled. So
Yeah.
Cool. That is going to be...
I passed.
Cool. That's going to be 30 points of electricity damage. Woo! 15 if you saved.
Now,
As I figured out how to make a lightning bolt come out of my new gun.
okay.
Yay!
You're like, I pushed this button, right?
And then I have
Some
5.
magic.
So I have 5
No,
resistance.
that is a literal lightning
So I
bolt.
don't take
Oh, yeah.
15. I
So-
just take 10.
Right.
Okay.
So you take
Or as
the
we call it
benefits
in
of
this
the save,
edition, Arcing Surge.
and then you take the benefits of your
As we
resistance.
call it in Max
Cool.
Pew Pew, you're a freaking space wizard.
Freaking space.
Freaking space wizard. Maia, it's your turn.
Lightning bolt.
I would like to remove myself from this grapple. What do I
Okay.
need to do so?
It's a combat maneuver check, so you basically make an attack roll, and you try to beat a 32.
Okay.
Is that what you want to do with your turn?
Well, I mean, yeah.
Okay.
What am I going to do while grappled? What can I do while grappled that's not remove myself?
You don't
from
have a
grapple?
one-handed weapon on you, do you?
No.
Like,
Okay.
it literally looks like a piece of industrial equipment.
It looks like some crazy.
No, what's my
40K
attack roll
stuff.
based off of strength?
Sure. Yeah, like a melee attack.
Okay.
I'll secure this I-beam.
Best nail gun ever. Just
Looks like some Necromunda gangs.
What's the number I'm trying to be?
32.
I don't actually think I can't actually make that.
Just roll 20.
Yeah, just roll 20. That's a good idea.
You could just shoot it in the head from where you are.
Just
Wait.
grappled.
Yeah, you. Oh wait, you
I have
can
a
only
long
use one
arm.
hand.
Yeah. It was not a 20.
So you struggle, and this thing's mouth is just like breathing, just nasty, just decay in your face.
Does it look
please.
like tore up, or does it look pretty healthy?
It looks real bad.
Okay, I was about to say.
No, it looks like real bad.
Yeah, because I put 2 rolls of quarters in this bitch. So.
Oh, yeah.
And I took a massive chunk out of it with my gun too.
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
if you're not about to beat the game, and you've already put 2 rolls of quarters into that machine, you just need to quit.
Yeah.
You could have bought the game.
Yeah.
Yeah, you just buy the game. It has a target in its maw, and it's just going to...
Just
Chew
shoot
on
me?
that?
Chew on me? Yeah. That seems fair.
Yeah, it's just going to continue to... So, okay, it does a 30 hit,
Yeah. Yes, it does.
does a 24 hit,
Depends what you're taking.
kinetic,
What minuses am I taking for being grappled?
2.
That, I think, meets it on the dot.
Okay.
And get the chips out.
The last claw will miss, so you take a bite and a claw.
Yeah, it would, with a -2, it would be a 24. That's unfortunate. as well.
So 26 piercing. Plus 24 piercing.
Right.
And it decides not to maintain grapple, so it just kind of...
Does it still
Drops
take its D6s from your armor?
So it was 20. Yeah, it will. It was 27 plus 26, you said?
It was 26 plus 24.
Oh, okay. 20.
Oh, wow.
Plus 24. Well, let me take its 1d6 for
You
the
got one of
first
them pit
attack.
bull bites, apparently.
Take 2 electric damage for the first attack.
Okay.
And then second attack, he will take 3 more electric damage. So 5 electric damage total.
Is he going to start doing a death roll? Because I feel like he's 2 seconds away from doing a death roll.
Cyna. This thing is in terrible shape.
Oh well, I would like to continue this.
Just so people are aware, I have 3 hit points left.
Oh well, then
Please
quick
murder.
attack.
Please murder.
Oh crap.
I cannot take another attack.
No, I'm going to miss. That's going to be a 17 energy.
Yeah, that'll miss. Ion.
So
you about to put another $10 of quarters in this thing, or you gonna move to nickels?
No, you know what?
Then when we loot it, he's like, "Hey, look at all this money I found! All these quarters!
All these quarters! Let's go find ourselves another video game to play." I don't feel like it needs to, but I feel like it needs more than one. Is there a way to fire 1.5 times and save some ammo? Nope. Okay, so let's just shoot this thing. Let's just shoot this thing twice.
Oh, that's a good point. Just do your attack rolls separately, just for this one, just in case.
I'm gonna do that.
Yeah.
All right, so not that die. The first one probably misses. That's gonna be a 14.
Oh God, no. I need to hear numbers over 20.
That one's going to be a 21. No, 22.
No. It bounces off.
That's real unfortunate.
If only it'd been a little higher. Zenka, can you put this thing away?
Maia's about to be remembered for her sacrifice.
No, you're not. I mean, worst case scenario, healing junk bot. Drag them away. Okay. They'll drag you back to the ship.
It's in really bad shape.
It is. You're just like bloody corpses being dragged like a little trash robot. Just
we should have had.
It is not magic missile bad shape.
Disconnect itself from the maiden and move over to the other ship. We keep forgetting about Vesper.
Let's try caustic conversion.
Okay.
You're just going to be like, stop that.
Let's make a ranged attack. That's a 13. No, I'm going to... Yeah, I'm going to let that stand.
Okay. Maia?
I don't know if I want to burn my reroll on that.
Okay.
Can I just punch this thing?
I
still have to make an attack roll to.
You could guarded step and be safe if you wanted to.
Oh, that's right. Stop grappling me.
It did. It dropped you.
Stop grappling
me. Yeah, but if it's got a 15-foot reach,
I'll say you can make guarded step and be able to take a shot.
Right. If I haste, will you let me guarded step and take 2 shots?
Sure.
Okay. I will haste.
You're getting your money's worth out of that module.
Right, yeah. It's gonna get burned
like
up.
That
the MVP player of the game is haste module.
I'm going to assume that didn't hit. Let's see. -4, 3, 11. So, yeah, 14 is not going to hit that thing. And the second attack is less.
Okay.
Wow.
It's unfortunate. But I did guarded step away.
Ion, you're on front line.
Yeah, right. And I put 2 quarters in it.
Yeah. It's going to...
rolls.
All it can do is try to bite you from this range.
Ready. Fight.
36 kinetic.
36 kinetic. Yeah, sure. Why not?
Okay.
I'll allow it.
I'll allow it.
Judges? 19 piercing.
19 piercing. All right.
Each German judge just holds up a sign that says fumble.
What's your KAC? Is it 22 or lower?
Versus
his grab. I'm just asking. I've already added the 8. What's your KAC?
Is 25.
Okay, it does not grab you. Cyna.
Oh my god.
1 round of impressiveness followed by 1 round of just...
Yeah, let's trick attack this thing again. There's an 18 on the die, so I'm probably going to hit. That's going to be actually a 30 to hit.
Yeah.
All right, we're going to make this thing flat-footed to everybody if it lives through this.
Okay. It may not after.
Oh, man.
That seems like you're light on dice.
No.
You're level 7 now.
21 damage. No, my D8 for the gun and 3D8. My dice hasn't gone up yet because this is the level I get to take 10.
Oh, I thought it went up every odd number. I'm sorry. How much damage was it again? I'm sorry.
24.
24. Which is one more than its maximum.
Woo!
So hand that down to Ion.
Yeah, level 7, you go up to 48.
Oh, then I...
You short-sheeted yourself. Give yourself another D8.
Oh, well then, it would have died last turn.
Okay, so...
That's funny, it still died.
So, it dies.
All right, so
you are able to hustle back to the discerning dagger, get that airlock back open.
I'm going to need to lay down.
And you all make your way away from this ship while it explodes upon itself.
That's dramatic. That's, yeah, we need to make you healthy so you can decode this box for us.
Let's see here.
All right.
That dealt like almost 100 damage to me.
That was brutal.
Yeah.
You,
yeah, he was not playing.
Which one was that called? This one was called... you report back to the Starfinder Society. They send a kind of all-call broadcast to everybody. The info you get is, our comrades investigated the derelict spaceship Aeon Horizon and recovered mission data and logs from the ship. The logs indicate that there may be a large number of Starfinders on a barren moon orbiting the ice giant Bastiar 8. You get a few other pieces of info that Sweetfeather's been kind of monitoring since he's on the ship. That also unlocks a boon.
Okay. So while we're on the ship heading back, I'm going to pull out all of our medical gear and treat deadly wounds.
Okay.
So you can get your level and hit points back.
So these boons, basically you can activate any of these whenever you want to, and they usually have like a duration.
Okay.
So what you've earned is early success. All PCs receive a +1 morale bonus to attack rolls, saving throws, and skill checks until the end of their current mission. So you can activate that at the beginning of a mission, and you'll have that. Also, somebody roll me a percentile.
You roll the next one.
6.
6?
Yep.
Which I'm pretty sure is you still don't get any
earn
aid
0
tokens.
aid tokens.
Yeah, so
That's okay, we don't need them.
So it's just like a regular special where people are stingy with them or forget they have them, and you didn't get a single one.
Hooray!
You will... as you are flying, you will get a communique directly from Starfinder on a highly secure channel. When you answer it, there is a female android who appears. She introduces herself. Hello, Historia 7. Haven't had the pleasure to meet you all. Read all about you. Yes, even those parts. Yes, even those parts.
Uh-oh.
Yes, even those parts.
That don't worry me none.
But, you know,
we don't do
I deal in information and secrets, and it's nobody's business, but, you know.
Maybe apparently yours.
Yeah, well, it is my business. Everything's my business. Sensible chuckles were had. Anyway.
She showed it at a Halloween party. She was like, "Look at these dumbasses."
Look, so
here's my 3D rendering
of the
that
I would have
events of that
spent a
day.
resolve to restore my stamina points.
You will certainly you guys will certainly have time to make a 10-minute rest. As far as a full day's rest, that's not going to be probable.
Mm-hmm. Okay. That's cool.
That's fine.
It may happen later as a reward, but it's not something that you can really do right now. So you're just kind of
I got
taxed.
spell slots.
Okay.
Can we use this first aid boon?
You get your Communique in from Historia 7. Her eyes blink rapidly as she collects data from many teams across the Starfinder fleet. She snaps out of her technological trance and fully opens her eyes. Greetings, Starfinders. I've assigned your team to a mission on Agale 5. Our scans indicate that many Starfinder starships from a previous expedition crash-landed on the same spot of the planet, forming an enormous concentration of wreckage that spreads out for miles on the otherwise barren planet. Investigate the ships, locate any survivors, and retrieve any useful data from the ships. We don't know what caused so many ships to crash land on the planet, so exercise caution during the investigation.
I think it's probably a good idea that we don't put our ship anywhere near that.
I agree.
That would be a good idea.
Yeah.
Sweet Feather hears that and says, I think we can arrange something.
Okay.
Cool.
He asks Ralkawi to take the controls, to which she's very reluctant to even get near. But she does so based on his command. He leads you to basically a storage area and looks through some stuff and essentially has like high altitude, low oxygen gear for you to be able to make a mid-air insertion.
We're going to Halo jump this thing?
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
I'm totally okay with that.
We're in.
So
Mike, you found the right guys for this trick.
I've never jumped out of a perfectly good spaceship over an atmosphere before.
Neither has the person that's whole life is flying spaceships.
Normally, there are reasons you don't do that.
Just another day in the life.
We've been through a lot of shit. There's nothing now that I would not enjoy doing.
Wait, this is the weirdest thing you want us to do?
Your retirement is going to just be boring.
Yeah,
I don't care what you're doing. It's just going to be boring.
There's nothing left except for doing lines of coke.
So,
that's all you got.
So as you put on suits, he makes some adjustments. He makes some adjustments to some of the suits. He goes over to Zenka's especially and plugs something in. Says, "You're now master, and everyone else is slave. So you can make adjustments to their flight plans as necessary."
Ooh.
Okay.
All right. So,
well, we'll be over the destination at about. Oh, I need to get to the cockpit.
all right. So, are we gonna like point break this thing and just like jump out and act all crazy, or are we gonna be like
as soon as he leaves and the door kind of shuts,
professional about it?
The red light comes on.
Depressurization is on.
It's like, activating suit.
The airlock slowly closes. Just stuff blowing out of like litter, like kids' drawings, like small toys and trinkets.
I deactivate my mag boots and just go out with it.
Yeah, that seems...
At least let the door open a little bit.
Well, if he just goes, if Cyna just goes out with it, I'm not going to be shown up by a midget.
I don't
so
need
I
as
do the
much
same
door
thing.
as he does.
What's wrong with that?
Yeah.
So Maya and Ion,
she's just all like, let's do it. And I'm gonna be like, I'm not getting shown up by a midget, and I turn off my mag boots too.
The last thing I'm thinking is like, I have no other friends except for this small team of people.
It's so Zenka sitting there holding on to like a safety harness, like
They're all going to die. They're all going to die.
All of my companions really just did that.
God damn
Close the door.
So Zenka,
Good luck, guys.
all three of them, without hesitation, jumped out.
The door wasn't even fully open yet, by the way.
Had like Superman through.
And finally, it's like, boom, boom. It is now safe to exit the vehicle.
Just an exasperated sigh. God damn it. Some hesitation and then jumping.
Okay. So you all are flying.
So it was definitely Point Break style.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You guys are flying at the highest rate of speed that this atmosphere will allow, and your particular pattern your aerodynamic profile.
Well, at least I'm behind everybody. I can see what the hell they're going.
Zenka's doing really well because I imagine they are clenched up, just like real tight. Just Cyna's just like.
I have 21 acrobatics. I'm showing off.
The hair whipping. Yeah, she's enjoying this a lot. Ion probably enjoying it too. Once you like learn to relax a little bit, this is fine. Maia, the dreads on the mask are just like going wild.
She's just knocking gnats and little flies out the sky like crazy. Just whip. Master Bull whip.
Start doing circles around Zenka.
So actually, Maia, can you make me a computers check? Mm-hmm. Everyone else can make me like a physical science check.
35 computers.
35. You realize that like the initial information that you had received to be able to like land in this spot that had been broadcast to you was inaccurate.
Right.
Almost as though like, I don't know, it's just weird. It's just inaccurate. You're able to kind of like reprogram what you need to do. Zenka, with their piloting skills and the ability to kind of control everybody's ability to kind of hone in.
I'll be like, Zenka, incoming new coordinates of more accurate landing coordinates.
You're fucking kidding me.
Is there something wrong with the sensors? Is that why all the ships crash?
Maybe.
Nothing surprises me anymore. Nothing.
I'm sorry, this planet...
You send me these in the middle? This is why we should have waited to jump.
Than you calculated.
Of course. Disaster.
You start getting a broadcast from Sweet Feathers like, I'm running into a lot of turbulence up here. I don't know how you guys are. It's
we're approaching the ground in free fall.
Woo!
So we're doing great. We're falling, which is what we set out to do.
I hope you packed the chutes, right?
Of course. Oh, crap. All of these backpacks have a red line on it. I packed them in the blue backpack.
Yeah, you'll notice that instead of like backpacks, there's actually like this almost, I don't know, it's not like a parachute. It's just sort of like this mechanical device.
Yeah.
I'll say anybody with military experience or mercenary experience can give me a engineering check.
What about someone with paramilitary, aka
engineering
pilot?
check?
Okay.
Sure.
Yeah. Okay.
26.
26 is going to be sufficient, and you've actually heard of these too. It's much less bulky than a parachute, and sometimes like with a significantly less failure rate.
Anti-grav insertion.
Kind of like it. Imagine the ability to put down like a gelatin like buffer. That kind of like cushion, like it cushions fall.
It's the landing material from that weird, super.
That means we hit
crazy
the ground and bounce.
Final Fantasy movie.
Yeah, it's that. So basically, as you approach, it dumps this stuff down, creates like an aerosolized like buffer, and you just slow down very quickly. Like it's a bit jarring, like it's hitting the brakes and going like terminal velocity to 0 in a few seconds.
Yep, because that's deceleration. That's still G's.
Yeah, but you are able to
pull all the G's
in an area where like you don't want to be caught going slow in the air. You can get like within 100, 150 feet from the ground before you make your deceleration. So it makes it a whole lot safer from like fire, even though it's
right.
Oh, God,
could be a bit
throw
jarring.
up.
Okay. No, throwing up's entirely appropriate.
Throw up after we break our legs.
Yeah.
You guys make your approach. Make me a piling check or a athletics, acrobatics, I don't know.
34.
34, okay. Zenka's able to guide everybody in just fine. And you'll find that like there's little, adjustment thrusters that are kind of keeping you on track and stuff. Even when Cyna's trying to get out of control, it's still kind of it's still kind of dragging her along.
No.
Make athletics checks, you said?
No, it's
Acrobatics.
it was just him, Zenka, to try to get you guys on track.
All right. Well, I want to hit the override and acrobatics with 37 to do a 3-point landing.
Go ahead, break your neck.
You do the superhero pose as you like. So yeah, that's it's pretty wild ride. But you guys land. You can ditch the Halo suits now if you need to, but you are now on the surface just outside of these the starship graveyard.
This is an awful lot of dead ships.
Yeah, and they're interconnected. Like, they've figured out ways to, like, after they kind of crashed here, they've, like, connected them to kind of create, like, not really a flotilla, but just a network.
Like a colony, almost.
Yes.
So, this tells us a couple of things. One, there were survivors. Two, the survivors were here long enough that they had to worry about a colonization effort.
Well, are they still here?
That's a good question. You're getting static correspondence from Sweetfeather. Like, it sounds like he is having some major issues right now dealing with the fluctuations. You guys didn't really experience that much because your insertion was very manual.
Right.
But it sounds like a lot of the issues he's running into sound very technical. Like malfunctions of the ship.
Maybe there's like a weird...
Go to a higher orbit.
Maybe it sounds like there's weird electrical signals or weird magnetic fields.
Push these buttons.
Give us like 3 hours, and if we're not done by then, keep waiting.
Don't fucking leave us here.
We also, in conjunction to issues of space babies, we may have like spaceship abandonment issues.
All right.
So you have these ships that are kind of acting like a building of sorts. So one of the more accessible hulks is relatively close. If you would like to enter into it,
yeah, we'll do that.
Okay. I need to change maps.
Initially thought about backup generators. What if we all carried one and just like umbilical connected together so we could charge things in 4 times less?
I mean, if you'd like us all to walk around carrying a rope.
That's what I was saying, but it'd be like mag connected. We could charge batteries faster.
Well, I mean, there are different ways to charge it. Hell, you can get this big piece of solar panel that you can unfold and slowly charge batteries with. For that matter, there's a magic skull that you can put batteries into and then poke its fangs into people. And
then it uses their life
constitution points into...
That's real?
Yes. Thank you for recharging my weapon.
You have a percentage chance of corrupting the battery, so it can only be charged with blood.
Oh no. Oops, all blood.
You just like cut your hand open and shove the battery in the wound. It's good. So I don't even need the skull at this point.
You all enter into this particular building. We'll deal with where and how and all this stuff.
Became better.
Yeah.
Shortly after you enter the building, you actually spot a group of individuals.
Okay.
Kind of
Let's not like just run up and say hi because they could be evil now.
Well, I mean, how are they dressed?
With Starfinder raiment.
Okay.
Do they look like zombies?
They look living, but they kind of look at you with these, like, blank eyes. Like they're trying to process what's going on.
Hey, guys, we're from outside.
All of their mouths are kind of, like, open and almost silent screams. Just agape.
So they might be...
Like, that's how they're just, like, hanging out?
Yeah, just...
Do we just start shooting? I feel like we need to just start shooting.
No, here's what we do.
Finally, they all start to rush you. Roll initiative.
Okay, so we start shooting.
Title music for Dead Suns is provided by Overclocked Remix and created by CFX. Find more great game remixes at ocremix.com. Ambient music provided by Tabletop Audio. Original 10-minute ambiances and music for games and stories. Find out more at tabletopaudio.com.